I'm sorry. You was walking in front of me, babe. Bienvenidos, mis hijos, angels, and aliens. Welcome to my channel. It's your girl, Miley Movie here. And today I'm just chilling. Honestly, it's a regular ass day for me. Schoolwork, class stuff, academics, and just chilling. But what I really wanted to come on here and talk about was that there's so much more to life than getting our needs met. And you already know I'm about to get directly into the message. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope it resonates. I hope it sits with you. And I hope you can, really apply this into your life. Because these things that I'm saying, they're mainly for me to kind of track my own progress digitally. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of my whole evolution that is being literally watched and perceived by myself and by you. But also, I already know that I'm not the only one going through things. We are literally all these magnets, okay? We are all these magnets that vibrate at a specific frequency. I'm always talking about manifestation. So if we're all beings, created by a source, right? We're all different versions of that source. We're all part of this one source. And so what I'm learning is that when we do our meditations and we take a minute to really tap into what, our connection to source is trying to say. What is that connection to God about right now? And basically for me, I tend to sit in meditation. I tend to channel specific messages. And yesterday I had my chiropractor appointment, as I usually do. And that's usually when I experience a lot of the most magical things. But I had been so overwhelmed trying to get this work done, y'all. I finished my essay and she actually eats. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna actually read to you the intro and the conclusion of my essay so that you guys can know what I've been working on, because I have actually been putting a lot of work in, okay? My essay is called Parading My Pride Through My Pollera. La negra tiene tumbao, tiene tumbao, tiene tumbao. From Cuba to Colombia, Panama, and even America, when we hear this song in our pretty folkloric dresses, we can't help but to twirl to the rhythm of Celia Cruz's memoir, To Afro-Latinas. I live in a time where, after growing on this plantain oil-smelling, blue and green-looking dinner table blessing, Caribbean and Hispanic household for 3 generations, we decided that if we can't go back home, we will bring home right here to us. In turn, we are here parading the streets just as we would back home. Carnival, festivals, and parades are a core priority in my country, Panama. So I'm letting y'all know, Panama. So when we throw on our garments and we raise our vibration to the frequency of joy and bliss, we are doing so not only to have a good time, but to represent our country in America. As people of African descent, coming from a world that values music, art, and dance just as much, if not more, than academics, it makes America feel really bland. So yeah, and so basically what I had wrapped up my essay with, the little piece that I left it with is okay, maybe I'll start it here. My people were thrown on a ship, packed tight like sardines, were treated worse than pets, and after suffering many brutal years of vicious attacks on our body, our pride, and even our spirit, we still mark Panama with our dances, our style, and even our ability to perform history. Despite living in America, I will always be connected to the core of who I am wherever I am, because I will always carry my traditions in my pollera, my hair, my skin, and within. So as you get to express your heritage through your garments, do so with the same pride for your own culture, heritage, and traditions. And because it's a narrative essay, this is the picture that I ended it with. I have these two pictures of me and my pollera, and for reference, this is another one. Oops, this is another one right here, and my mama in this picture with me, little Miley Marie, and Fiesta DC. So I've literally, as you can see, been up to work. But what I really wanted to come on here and talk about today, as you guys know, is the fact that yesterday, because I was working so hard, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to get all my work done. When I went to my chiropractor appointment, I felt my head heavy as fuck. Like, you know, when you're like, that feeling right after you get off social media where your brain is just like, I need to just like blink and just bring myself back for a second, because I've been like, you know what I'm saying, for a minute, just like in a whole nother world. That's kind of how I was feeling, honestly, yesterday. So I was like, I'm gonna take this time. It was just like a nice 20-minute, 30-minute session that I had at the chiropractor, where they got to sit these like I don't know what it is, but it's like electroshocks, electromagnetic shocks that go into my back to help muscle support. So I've been going through those physical therapy practices, and I get those, you know, 10 minutes of complete silence to just meditate. So this time I'm doing my meditation, I'm in my body, I'm in my spirit, and something told me that I need to pray on the words, yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. I kept hearing yes, thank you in my head as I was doing my meditation. So I chose 4 words. My words were joy, love, success, and peace. Joy, love, success, and peace. So I was thinking about all 4 of those words and bringing to mind images that resonate. Things that to me in my head feel like love. Things in my head that feel like peace. Things in my love that feel like joy. Things in my love that feel, or things in my mind that feel like happiness, success, you know? So I'm in my mind thinking about all these things, and what really came to me is that when we're going through our life, you know what I'm saying, when we start to feel discouraged in anything, we get to remember our essential nature, the core of who we actually are, okay? And when we get to do that, we remember that we incarnated in this lifetime to have this human experience, not to just live it by passing by. Okay, the purpose of life is not to go about your day-to-day routines, not to just simply live in structure, not to simply have your needs met, not simply to work to survive. That's not the point of life. We have to remember that our entire spirit, our entire body is driven by this desire to do something remarkable in our lifetime. Regardless of what that type of remark is, we all have a destiny. We all have a purpose. We all have things that we're passionate about. And those are the things that literally make life worth living when we get towards the end. And as someone who is aware of her past lives, it is important for me to live this life with intention, because I know that when the time comes, I'm going to look back and I'm going to say, how did I spend this experience as a human being? You know what I'm saying? How did I, where's my Aquaphor child? Because the lips is getting a little dry. The lips is getting a little dry. But I'm going to be thinking to myself, you know, how did I really experience my lived, what am I trying to say? I'm going to be thinking to myself at the end of my life, how did I experience my life? What were some of my core lived experiences that taught me about my spirit, that taught me about myself? And the thing about it is that we don't actually have to wait until death to do these type of conversations with ourselves, and to kind of sit with the comfortability of being with just our spirit, not worrying so much on the duties and the responsibilities and the tasks that we have to carry on as human beings, but kind of sitting in this awareness that, you know, there's a duality within who we are. Yes, we are beings who do need to tend to our daily needs. And we are multidimensional beings who simply need to flow and enjoy the experience of being a human being. So whenever we get overwhelmed by the little tasks, meditate on yes, please, thank you. And the reason I say that, when you are responding to someone saying yes, thank you, that emotion that is ignited within you is gratitude. That emotion that is ignited within you is excitement. And as we know, and I've been telling y'all, your emotions create your thoughts, and your thoughts create your reality, right? So with that being said, if we're creating a reality that is grounded in gratitude, excitement, and joy, that is going to manifest experiences that we are grateful for, excited for, and happy about. So I had received literal confirmation of this message in that exact moment, as I was meditating on these words, as I was feeling that vibration, and as I was just simply sitting in the emotion of yes, please, thank you, repeating that to myself, yes, please, thank you. I was interrupted. Literally, during my meditation, I was interrupted. Okay, and the guy at the, who like works at the chiropractor office was like, hey, we have this new machine. I see you've never tried it on your charts. Would you like to try it today? And mind you, I've been wanting to try that motherfucking machine forever, but I didn't know that I could just ask for it. I don't think you can just ask for it. I think someone has to recommend it to you. So in that moment, I was literally given the confirmation and literally responded to with a question that I was very excited to answer with, yes, please, thank you. And in that moment, it all became very clear to me. At the end of the day, we do have this power to kind of shift moments in our reality where we feel powerless, okay? And there are rhetorical questions that our subconscious mind doesn't really understand as rhetorical. So, for example, when you're working any type of magic, it's kind of like the difference between commanding for salt at the dinner table versus asking for salt at the dinner table. In this example, I got this from Ariel Gatova. I don't know if you guys know him, but if you go on YouTube and you search Ariel Gatova, okay, he has a bunch of different like meditations, lectures, teachings, etc. But one of the ones that has always stuck with me is when he said that when you're working magic, it's like when you're commanding salt at the dinner table. Yes, you're gonna say, may I have the salt, but you're fully expecting that person who is closest to the salt to simply hand it to you. No questions asked. And it's funny because that rhetorical situation is you asking a question without you asking a question. So in the same way that at the dinner table we can command the salt and receive the salt gracefully, graciously, with gratitude, with patience. No need to worry about if they're really gonna give it to you, because you know that once you ask for the salt, they're gonna give you the salt. The same way we can live our day-to-day life and command for gratitude, command for success, command for bliss, command help. So the reason why I personally started that meditation was because whenever I feel powerless in a situation where it's like, I need help trying to figure this out, I am literally at a roadblock in which I do not know what to do next, I imagine and I bring myself into the vibration of yes, please, thank you. And I feel the answers coming to me, and I feel what it feels like to have all of my answers solved. So I sit there and I think yes, please, thank you. And sure enough, within the next few seconds, minutes, or days, or maybe weeks, however long it takes, depending on how God is feeling, all of my inquiries, all of my answers will be answered. And they will be answered in a sense that fills me up with so much gratitude, so much love, so much excitement, so much joy. I don't even have to go out of my way to look to add any value to my life. It's that simple idea that I can command the help. I can command the support. I can command guidance from other people, because I would have never even thought that asking to use the massage machine was even an option for me. But because I allowed myself to be at a vibration of receiving all types of help that I don't even know that I need, all types of guidance that I don't even know that I need, simply by raising my vibration to that frequency of gratitude, I'm receiving in my physical reality scenarios that make me so grateful in scenarios in which I can literally respond to people with yes, please, thank you. This is exactly what I needed. This is exactly what I wanted. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. And every single time that you start to feel anxious, any single time that you start to feel powerless, any single time that you feel like things are going to shit, you don't know what to do, this is an anxiety-inducing moment, meditate on the emotion of yes. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. And just know that situations are coming to you in which you will be able to solve all of your problems and then some by simply responding to your external environment with yes, please, thank you. So with that being said, if you would like to accept this into your reality, if you would like to step into this portal of manifesting with much more ease, manifesting with more confidence and clarity, respond at this time or in the comments or whatever you want to do with yes, please, thank you. So I hope that you all were able to gain something from that, because that was definitely a channeled message that I've been kind of picking up on for a minute. And what's so actually incredibly synchronistic and beautiful about this is that I've been putting off joining the Love Mastery program by Leora Alexandra for like 5 years now. Yes, 5 years. Like, I actually cannot make this up. Like, it's been like 5 years that I've been wanting to do this Love Mastery program, right? So randomly, literally last week for Valentine's week, she was like, oh, we're gonna have a 90% off sale. And I was like, mind you, like the price of that program was like pushing the pockets, like for sure. So for her to go 90% off and for me to just put my pretty penny in, not my whole pocket, but just my pretty penny for my girl, I was like, this is perfect. And then literally this meditation that I did was yesterday. This morning, as I'm following the course in order, okay? So this morning, the lesson that I was on is called, and I actually wrote it down, is called the menu of desire. I called it the tumultuous menu of desire, which I was supposed to look up what tumultuous means, because that word came to me and I was like, I should definitely write that down, but I actually have never used that word. Okay, tumultuous definition: making a loud, confused noise, excited, confused, disorderly. Okay, excited. This is giving me like a energy of like, it means like loud, exciting, confessional, obnoxiously big, which is beautiful because that actually fits perfectly. The tumultuous menu of desire. I love this. Where basically she had it set up to where there were some slides that you look at, and by looking at those slides, you simply energetically and emotionally respond yes to the feeling that those images bring up. So there was about 50 images, no, there was like 90 images, and this is kind of like what I began to write down. Little things like it was basically little notes about me accepting the beauty and the love and the energy behind the images that were put there. So it's kind of like being able to physically write in my journal the emotional and spiritual connection that I have to the pictures, and by responding yes and writing down yes, I would love to experience this, yes, I want to go through this, yes, I would love to receive this energy back to myself. That is how I'm literally manifesting those exact experiences into my life. So this teaching is beyond just me. This is not something I'm just saying. I've been mentored by the best, incredible people literally my whole entire life in this exact way. And this truth is beyond just this lifetime, and it's beyond just you and I. This is a universal truth. Love, my love, even just saying the word love, even just being the vibration of love is like one of the highest frequencies to manifest from. And it's not even as much love as it is the gratitude for the love, because love is natural for us to experience, okay? It's nothing crazy. Love is like our natural state. But when it comes to experiencing the bliss and the excitement and the joy that comes behind it, that's really when we clock that tea. That's really when we clock that tea. That's really when we get into it. That's when we really begin to experience the true power and the true nature of manifesting using simply your emotions, simply your vibrations, simply your frequency. You don't need to do any of these crazy methods that people are putting out. My love, I'm here to simply tell you that by thinking it, by embodying it, by holding it in your body and your sensation for at least 17 seconds, sends out an energetic code, sends out an energetic frequency. Remember, I started off saying we're all magnets. So you're sending out this frequency, and you will literally attract things to you like yourself, and that can receive the vibration that you're putting out. And also take rejection as a sign of getting so much closer to the things that serve you. Don't ever be offended by rejection. Feel blessed and grateful, because it's like, oh, okay, this thing didn't align with me. This thing didn't align with my energy. That's okay, we can let it go. So that's really what I've been learning this week, y'all. So today I'm really just gonna chill, do some work, lock in, just vibe, and yeah, I just want to share that message with you. Just say yes, please, and expect to say thank you every single day. Those will be your new magic words. So with that being said, I hope you have a loving, amazing, beautiful, blessed rest of your day, mis amores, my angels and my aliens from all the planets and places in this galaxy. I love you. Thank you for being here. We're gonna do this motherfucking thing together. And yeah, ashe.